Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't tried before, and that's critiquing one of my own matches. Um, I'm not really in the habit of going back and looking at my losses, but you know, they say that that's the best way to learn, and I'm sure it is. I'm just not in the habit of it, and I really should get better at doing that. But you know, I figured by like recording a video about it, posting it here, that would force me to really go through this critically. So yeah, last night was the weekly Reddit Street Fighter tournament. They do like these little weekly skirmishes. I've never tried it before. I had a free night last night, and I figured I'd jump in. I was kind of surprised that it drew so many people. I always saw them posted. I figured they got like 20 people or so, and there were like 70, I think. And you know, that's pretty amazing for an online tournament. And you know, the caliber of Flare was actually very high. So I figured, first couple of rounds, there'll be like golds and platinums and stuff I'll be pushing through. And like, I played 4 matches, and all 4 of my opponents were above diamond. And the match I'm going to show today was actually against a Grandmaster rank, and this is the match that eliminated me. So, you know, I figured I'd post a loss myself and just go through this frame by frame. I haven't looked at this replay before, so I'm just coming in completely cold. And however this turns out, then it turns out, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to jump right into it now. By the way, I also have SF5 sim open on like I'm sitting next to my PC. I have it up on my PC here, so I can kind of stop and figure out if there's something I want to look at more closely.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, so first I'm going to turn on the inputs, of course, so I can see what my opponent's doing. Attack data. So I walk in, and I just want to try to get in range and like feel him out a little bit. He immediately like checks me with a low, and he hits me with the shoulder, and then we both try to grab. He's like out of range for some reason. I guess he hit me with the tip of the foot. I don't know, does he walk forward there? Do I walk back? Is it because I walked back? No, I don't even walk back. He's just out of range for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, he's out of range and he misses his grab, and I go for the tech, but I end up grabbing him. Do I not? 1 second. Yeah. Alright, let me look at this for a second. Already, we're at a point where I'm completely perplexed. Oh, you know what? Was it because I'm hit crouching? Maybe if I'm hit at the absolute max range while crouching? Then she won't be in range for the grab. Yeah, that's what it is. So if you get hit absolutely by the tip of her heel there, then the shoulder will shoulder will be like spaced further back, so she's actually out of range for this grab. So I guess Mei Lin like isn't really expecting you to get hit crouching with her crouching medium kick. So like that would consistently, you know, land, because like landing the shoulder, she would consistently be in range to hit you. Alright, let's continue here anyway. I spent a lot of time on that. Okay, so we're like playing neutral here. She's well spaced, so throws a fireball. I walk up. I backdash out of the way because I know the fireball is going to dissipate, so I don't want to give her options while it's on the screen because I'm kind of trapped there. She comes in. I'm worried about that crouching medium kick again, so I'm like waiting to see if she's going to throw it out or any other buttons, because this is really a dangerous space against Laura. Not only does she have the crouching medium kick, she's standing medium punch, and standing heavy kick, the crush counter. These are all very high priority buttons, so you kind of have to work around that range, and instead of like throwing out like crouching medium punch or something to check her, that's extremely dangerous. So I walk in a little bit, and I go for the crouching medium kick. I guess like just to check her a little bit and see if she walks back, because I when you're kind of trapped there, if you inch forward, then maybe she'll inch back a little bit, and I can catch her with a low while she's trying to walk back. So we're just throwing fireballs. I want to make sure she doesn't try to jump after I get hit with a fireball. So you don't want to just start spamming fireballs immediately. You need to try to feel them out a little bit. I do the same thing. Throws fireball, I backdash to get out of the range where she could like threaten me with buttons while I'm trapped behind it. Because you can't walk away from the fireball, of course. She does a jump, but it's at like an ambiguous range where I can't safely DP her because I might whiff if she doesn't press a button. Instead, she does empty jump low. And at the time, I remember making a note of this, and I thought, okay, like if she jumps from far, then she's gonna go for that empty jump low. I don't think I actually like used it against her, but like I wanted to like put that in my mind that could be something that I could punish her for. So this is something that I want to get much better about dealing with Laura. So, I noticed that sometimes, like, as part of, like, Laura's pressure strings, they'll space themselves out a little bit with a couple of jabs, and then they'll throw out the fireball, from a space where it'll hit you late so that they can get frame advantage. You could punish this with a low, but I didn't really react to it here. And I haven't been looking for it, so I haven't been reacting to it at all. But I think with some practice, I could probably try to react to that better and just completely punish her. Because like you would get a great punish off that. Do like crouching medium kick into Tatsu. So by the frame counter, it says I'm -1 here. Like, I didn't know that I was at frame disadvantage here. I wonder if I actually push a button here, because, like, I would want to push a button, because I wouldn't think I would be at frame disadvantage after that dash. But that gives her a lot of... Yeah, see, look, I push a button here, I probably get thrown or something. No. What did she do? Oh, she did standing heavy kick. I don't know. If she jabbed me, I would have gotten hit 100%. And I don't react to it. Something else that I've been practicing recently is to try to do like defensive jabs into the new light donkey kick, because if you get a jab, land a defensive jab, like that doesn't do anything. But if you can convert it to the donkey kick, then that's a really powerful knockdown, and it can like swing the momentum. Because now like that didn't really do anything. It kind of like got her off of me, but now we're back to neutral again, basically. And she did it again there. She throws out another fireball, and I don't really react to it. Although I'm kind of out of range. I'm pretty sure the fireball moves her forward, though. So, like, if I reacted to it and I did another crouching medium kick, then I might have been able to get her out of it. Yeah, it moves her very far forward. Let's see. So that was the first one. So I missed a crouching medium kick. I'm like, oh crap, it whiffed. And then she's throwing out a fireball here. And like, if I did another crouching midi kick immediately, if I reacted to the fireball, I definitely would have hit her there. I'm probably at frame at disadvantage again. This is probably the same thing. Like, I bet he just intuitively knows that spacing where he can do that fireball, and then it'll hit me very late so that he can dash forward. And it's good that I'm blocking these crouching, actually, because she gets less frame advantage, or frame disadvantage. Yeah, it's the same thing. A -1 still. Let's see if she does something else here. Oh wait, was that the first one? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still at this part. Alright. This is the one that I wanted to look at. Okay, yeah, she dashes forward again. Alright, now it's 0, so I blocked it a frame earlier than the last one. So I do a 4 frame, and she does a 3 frame, so it beats me. So that's good to know that I'm like 0, -1. If I block it standing, I'm probably like -2 or -3. So like the first time he went for standing heavy kick when I dashed in, I wonder if he what is standing heavy kick? I think it's like 10 or something. Maybe he was trying to crush counter like a delayed tech. Standing heavy kick, it's 12 frames. Like, I have to be teching very, very late to get crush counter by that. I don't know. Maybe he was expecting a backdash or something. But yeah, anyway, the first time he tried standing heavy kick, and I was pressing buttons, so I beat him. Like, even if I was throw teching, I still think that would have beat him. I'm not sure why he did that. But then the second time, he wised up, and he's like, I'm just gonna jab him, because he's pressing buttons here. See, like, I wasn't even in this meta. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing here. And, like, my mind wasn't even there. Like, that I'm like 0 -1 after he dashes up there. Like, my mind is like, oh, he dashed up. Maybe that's not real. I'm gonna press a button to challenge him. So yeah, it goes for the throw. I mean, like, I'm in a complete mix-up after that. So this is meaty, but it should be 0, I think. Yep, 0. What did I do? I throw teched. I should have... It's 0. I guess my mind wasn't there either. I should have just jabbed him. Right, because he can't do anything. At least it would trade, yeah. So now I'm, like, screwed here. What is this? Because I see this setup all the time. I'm probably, like, minus, you know, like 20 if I block this or something. Oh, it just doesn't even hit me. That's weird. I don't know if I messed up the setup. I guess... Did I not... Oh, so I didn't quick rise into it. Not on purpose, because I knew what I was doing, but... I mean, like, I guess I was worried about his setup there, so I just, like, I'm gonna stay down. Which was good, kind of. I mean, he sort of gets the same thing anyway. Because, like... He has full advantage here. I guess he's expecting a DP, so he's gonna crouch block, wait for it not to come out. And then he's gonna delay with a button here. Try the crush counter. Not biting. Walk up a little bit with my frame advantage. Just check it. The quick button. See if he'll like walk back or something, but I don't know. That wasn't smart because I was at disadvantage and like I wanted to throw out another button at it. You know, I should have checked with something that had an advantage. Here again, he throws a fireball, but like I'm already committed to doing EX, so I'm gonna get hit here. If I, again, it just comes down to waiting and reacting to that fireball. If I can do that, then I think I'll be like a billion times better in this matchup.
Ding ding! I took this round!
Round 2. Fight!
Try to catch him with a sweep, and he's still going for these like well-spaced fireballs that put him at advantage. Let me see. Hold on a second. So this one he was at 0 and I blocked it. Or no, he was probably pressing button. That's why the frame counter got messed up. So he's plus 17 now. 17. She has a... Ah! Oh, yeah. Is that block it standing, right? Yeah. Block it standing. She has a 17 frame dash, right? So is it the same thing as before, where if she dashes up, she's 0? Yeah, there's a 17 frame dash. So she didn't go for the same thing, though. She could have. She just walks a little bit. I guess this is the same form of the other one. Like, if she dashed up, she would have been 0. And, you know, if I'm pushing buttons and she's pushing buttons, then she might get a little trade out of it, or she might, or get a counter hit combo or something. But if she knows I'm gonna mash buttons after that, then that little walk forward standing heavy punch is a crush counter. Standing heavy punch is 8 frames startup. How many frames did she walk up? I mean, it's not gonna be precise to time that out for her, but. Oh yeah. Looks like 14 frames. So she was plus 3. Minus 8 is 5. So if I press my button immediately after the block stun ended, I would actually counter hit her. I mean, you know, her button's not gonna be press precise, so that's like not unexpected. But like in a situation like that, I could, you know, it's understandable that you'd expect the opponent to press the button a little bit late, which I did, and I get crush countered. So that's a pretty good option. So like we've already kind of figured out what this mix-up was that kept getting me. Like, so when she does that well-spaced fireball, either dash up you know, and then she's at full frame advantage after the dash up. And she could either do jab, which is safe, go for something, you know, tricky like the crush counter, or she could do a little walk up and standing heavy punch to crunch one of my buttons. This is also a very safe option. Okay, so this is another thing I see all the time, and I never actually stop to understand what's happening here. So she's +3. Looks like I'm blocking it correctly. Oh, I changed my block at the last second. I get hit. Oh, is that a meaty? That must be a meaty setup. Because standing light kick is +4 on hit. It's not counter hit. So, yeah, standing meter punch is 6 frames startup. So it combos without being counter hit. So yeah, so basically, this is a setup where the standing light kick is hitting me on the 3rd active frame, so she gets 2 extra frames of advantage. That's why she goes right into the standing meaty punch and it works. So I guess in that situation, it might be worth it to throw out like an EXDP, because people probably have it like dialed in that they're going for that setup. Like, oh, I get the meaty. On block, what is that standing light kick? Standing light kick is +3 on block, so she would be +5. And I'm mixed up again. Wait, how did this? Oh, is this like a new thing? Isn't this like one of the buffs they added? I don't know. Where the target combo like knocks you down now. So I guess it gives her like this new combo. And she gets like a billion frames of advantage after that. So I back rise, which is probably a mistake. She's +9 now. So she's +9. If I quick rise, she's +4. Wait, I can just EX this, right? Yeah, that's a punish if I just EX that. I guess that's something to look out for. You know what it is? I'm not expecting to be on the ground and like getting comboed by this, so I'm like, oh crap, the overhead's gonna hit me, and then it's like, oh, things are happening. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, like, that should be reactable, where if I just like quick rise, I can EX her through that and punish that. So this is obviously 2, if I check with a jab, like I do like 800 times, yeah. I have the meter to burn. It like doesn't do anything. I mean, I need to learn setups off of it. I was trying to use V-Trigger too, and I don't have much experience with it, so I think you could do like a Tatsu or something to get like a mix-up on her. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. So I don't dash up, of course. If you don't know, like, dashing up after EXDP is a no-no. Like, you can get punished for that. It's like -4 or -5 or something if they quick rise. So, like, don't ever do that.
Break you!
So yeah, -2, and I don't go for the parry thing. Like, that, it wasn't even on my mind to, like, do the parry thing. Maybe she was thinking about that. Like, I certainly wasn't. But, you know, she respects it completely. With the button, she does a better button. Probably goes in the EX here. No, does nothing. Maybe, no, I don't have any meters, so I couldn't have done anything. So here's this thing again, where she gets another well-spaced fireball. I backdash away from it. I hope I DP this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do that actually, which is pretty good.
Break you!
I'll go over this again, see if I can catch a button. That's probably a terrible idea. Because Lara just has so many good buttons that at that range that would just destroy me there. I backdash. Probably, like, by this point, noticed that I backdash after that move too many times. I don't really react to it. I backdash again. Like, I wonder if he's starting to download that like, every time he throws the fireball now, I'm backdashing away from it. Does it again. Do I backdash again? Yep, backdash again. I catch her with a low. Still respecting the parry. I don't DP. I don't react to it. To crouching medium kicker. Still backdashing. Just being super defensive. I don't really know what to do at this point. I managed to check that. That's something new that I started to work on. If I'm, like, in range to check something, then just go right into donkey kick so I can get a punish out of it. I push a button there, which is a big mistake, right? Sure. So you know what? I know that string, there's a 1 frame gap in there, so if I had V22 active, I would be able to parry through that Punisher. I bet she's like, oh, is V2 active? I gotta wait for it to run out. I gotta wait for it to run out. And then it finally ran out, so it just like goes into it. Oh, I can go nuts now. He has no meter, no VT2. I can just do whatever I want. And I'm dead.
Lara wins.
So I'll jump into this other match. It's probably more the same. I'll go through it quickly though.
Round one. Fight!
I mean, this is brutal here. Like, this is one of the things about the game that absolutely frustrates me. Like, this sequence right here, where when you get hit by that shoulder, you are just completely screwed, and you have to guess through this. So, like, I try to walk away from a grab, and she just lows me, and then she gets it again. Now I have to guess again. So it's like, how many times is she gonna do it to me? Am I gonna block here and get thrown? Yep, block there, get thrown. So she goes for the meaty now. It's 0. I know that, okay, so was it season 2 or 2.5 or something? So they nerfed the meaty shoulder. Every meaty shoulder is 0 at best. So don't be afraid to press buttons. I pressed the 4 frame like an idiot. I should have pressed 3 frame. So I really got to take note of that. And then she's going to catch my low here because this button is so good. Oh, okay. Apparently I beat her. Is this a counter hit combo? Curious why she just does the 1. So, is it safe if she just does 1? Yeah, it's -2. And it's +4 on hit. So, I don't know. I'm not going to go through the specifics of that, but I guess that's kind of like a... Do a neutral. Dash in and throw, which is not real. I don't think. Wait. She's +1. Is that right? Yep. Man, that sucks. Wait, did I mistime my button? She's only +1. I guess I just mistimed my button, which stinks. But I mean, like, it's still a real mix-up, I guess. I didn't realize she was +1. That's ridiculous. Because if she jabs me, then she's gonna counter-hit me. I guess I get backdash out of that, though. But I mean, like, if she's looking for it, then she can go for a crush counter to hit me out of the backdash. But yeah, because if it's 3 frames, then it would clip me out of the air. I hate that button so much. I think you can do if you do a well-spaced axe kick, then the back heavy kick, then that'll actually hit her out of it. It's like good at stopping that button, and it'll catch crouch and medium kick too. But it's kind of hard because it's a slow, dangerous button. If she jumps at you, then you're just dead. +4. Let's see. Oh man, I'm pressing buttons there. Like, if he gets that again, he's probably gonna walk up and like crush counter me. If I blocked that crouch, I bet it would have been... I would have been at like 0 or something. What is this, heavy? Let me check on that real fast. So how far away is she? Crouching. Yeah, it's pretty close to the edge. So I wonder if I could throw out a button here. What is this? 7? This button is 7 frame startup. Are you kidding me? It's brutal. Yeah. So I can interrupt it, but I really have to react to that. And if she does EX, then I'm just done. So it probably isn't safe to challenge that, but it's doable. What if she does a light? Yeah, the light's even slower. The heaviest is the fastest. If I stand... What is this? Oh. Back to heavy. So she's +7 if I stand block this. Roughly. I crouch blocked it, so she's +4. Oh, and did you just miss me? I thought I pushed button there. It looked like I pushed a button there. What happened? Oh, I guess I'm just going to the guard animation. I pushed it too early. And then she can do EX. I can EX Fireball, or EX TP through that, but I'm just like, not in the right frame of mind right now. I can't react to that. Gotta get better. There, that's a good punish. Make sure you punish that move if you like walk up. If Laura's are trying to abuse that, just like walk forward and block it from close enough to punish. I go for the grab, just walks away from it. I don't know. At this point, I'm like out of it. Here it is again. So I managed to get something going here. And I use up all my meter again, which like does no damage because it's a V-trigger combo. So she can just be defensive. I'm like really worried about the X grab at this point. That was the one thing that I wanted to see actually.
Laura wins.
If like that was a read on my backdash. I don't think it was though. Like I didn't do enough to really challenge her. Okay, so I guess that's as far as I'm going to go with this. But yeah, so what did we learn today? So we learned that cool setup that Lara has where she throws the well-spaced fireball, and she's like plus 18 when she gives her enough time to dash forward. It gives her a real mix-up. So, gotta react to that fireball. Gotta be aware that that's a good option for Lara. So if Lara's like constantly in that space, then just like keep an eye on her. And make sure, you know, because like if we react to it, then I can crouch and medium kick her out of it and get a good punish off of that. What else was there? There were a couple of setups where I'm like, after that medium shoulder follow-up, what is it called, rodeo break or something. She's +1 after a dash up, so you can't really do anything there. You could backdash, I guess, to like force her to commit to a crush counter button. I didn't really use BT2 at all. That might just be my my inexperience in the matchup. Like, she was respecting it, which is fine, and you know, like, so I guess it did its job.